tentative agreement between the U.S. and Iran to end the war is now in effect, but there are important questions on how it will be enforced, especially when it comes to Iran not being allowed to ever possess a nuclear weapon. As Fox 13's Rebecca Castro reports, White House officials are strongly defending the deal.
Great job.
World leaders may be praising President Trump for signing a tentative peace deal with Iran. But back in Washington, he's facing an avalanche of criticism from both parties.
What Trump has done in Iran is the art of the disaster.
I believe he is getting poor advice.
I would suggest us getting a president who knows how to negotiate.
The initial deal reopens the Strait of Hormuz, lifts the U.S. blockade on...
I'm sorry, that shit was straight out of a movie. Let's replay it.
I believe he is getting
Hold up.
poor advice.
I would suggest us getting a president who knows how to negotiate.
The initial...
That is a super villain line, dude. Dude. Dude, liberals are always so performative that way. I don't know why. They're very performative and obnoxious. It's annoying. And honestly, I put up with it.
The deal reopens the Strait of Hormuz, lifts the U.S. blockade on Iran's ports, and gives the regime 60 days to make a more substantial deal, which must include enforceable guarantees they'll never obtain a nuclear weapon. Otherwise...
And the War Department is here and prepared to restart if we need to.
But some lawmakers think the U.S. gave up too much too soon. Iran can once again make money off its oil sales and is set to receive $300 billion for rebuilding and development, although the White House says that funding will come from other countries, not the U.S.
They will have billions to rebuild their nuclear program. They will have billions to build more missiles.
Playing the role of chief defender at the White House Thursday, Vice President J.D. Vance insists any U.S. concessions are conditional.
J.D. Vance is probably going to be a huge part of this deal. In my opinion, he really did play a huge role, and I think he's got a huge step into the 2028 election.
We have all the cards. If the Iranians want the benefits of the bargain, they have to give us the things that are necessary to get those benefits.
In a new written statement, Iran's supreme leader says he did not initially support this deal, but gave his permission for Iran's president to sign it on his guarantee it protects the rights of the Iranian nation.
Senior White House correspondent Peter Doocy starts us off tonight live from Geneva. Good evening, Peter.
And Brett, here in Geneva and also in Paris, it is after midnight. President Trump at this very moment is still at dinner with President Macron inside Versailles. And we were just told by a White House official that President Trump has signed a copy of the Memorandum of Understanding. There is some kind of a photo op that occurred. We expect to see that photo at some point soon. And what we know about this peace plan, it does not call for new weapons inspectors or sanctions on Iran. Instead, President Trump is saying that if they color outside the lines, he will just drop some bombs on their heads. And now the boss has to sell this Memorandum of Understanding to a skeptical American public. Key points shared by the White House. The U.S. will help develop, quote, at least $300 billion for the reconstruction and economic development of the Islamic Republic of Iran. And the United States of America undertakes to make fully available for the use of frozen or restricted funds and assets of the Islamic Republic of Iran.
The unfreezing is the easy one to answer.
We're taking their shit.
We have taken a lot of their money, and we have their money. We have taken their money. It's not our money. It's their money.
On a 14-point plan, it's not until point number 8
we
that
have
you
your
find this.
money.
The Islamic Republic of Iran reaffirms that it shall not procure or develop nuclear weapons.
Bomb Iran if they don't comply, but there's nothing enforceable in the deal itself. Is that correct?
Doesn't have to be.
This map shows U.S. military assets on standby in the region if Iran starts charging tolls in the Strait of Hormuz.
The alternative would be a worldwide depression. You can only go so far.
Wow.
Drive somebody into the ground.
Yeah. Love you too. All right.
The president's perspective on ending the war, it was just time.
The thing that's going to stop them from doing that, because you can't cover everything in a document, is common sense. They don't want to get bombed. They don't want to get hit.
And if Friday's signing ceremony goes sideways, he's got a plan. There's some element to this where you send the vice president. If it works out, great, you look like a genius for sending him. And if it doesn't work out, it's the vice president.
I like that idea, sure. This way, if it works out, I'm going to take the credit. If it doesn't work out, I'm blaming JD. You better be careful, JD.
Oh,
he's going to turn his plane
he's
around
really
and get
the
the hell
face
out of here.
this
Yeah,
deal.
I like that idea.
Dude, like I said before, he's really the face of this deal.
We think he was kidding about that. Something the president is more serious about, though, is letting Iran hold on to some of their ballistic missiles. That is a policy change
we need
because
to get some of
earlier
those
in this very
missiles back.
war, the administration and the War Department were targeting Iran's ballistic missiles. Now the president says that if other powers in the region like Saudi Arabia are going to have them, he doesn't think it's fair to tell the Iranians they cannot have any. And just as that piece of tape was playing, the Iranians, through their state-run media, have said that their missiles are only meant to be fired, not to be negotiated. Brett.
Much more on this and the details.
All right.
Peter Ducey.